See, the real question is, do I even remember the stuff that I read in December? That was last year, for fuck's sake. I am fully aware that it's January 7th, but I'm just now filming this goddamn video because I have been procrastinating. And honestly, I kind of don't know if I remember the books. I really don't. Like, in the sense of, like, do I remember what the fuck I read about? Like, the first book that I read in December was We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. I gave this book a 4 stars. Basically, it's about this boy who, like, gets abducted by aliens periodically. He calls them sluggers or whatever, and since he gets abducted, like, people know about this in his school and they call him Alien Boy, and he gets picked on ruthlessly for being abducted, basically. The sluggers have told him that he has the opportunity to either destroy the world in, I don't remember exactly how many days, but it was like a specific amount of days. He could decide to destroy the world or, you know, keep things running. And it's all, like, the fate of the world is on his hands. And he is going through a shit ton. His grandmother has Alzheimer's. He gets bullied a shit ton. His brother and his girlfriend are pregnant and are, like, really, like, they're gonna be, like, teen parents and all of this stuff. And he's like, there's so many reasons for me to end the world, it seems like at least for him, in his own mindset, in his own mind, like, that's just where he's at. It's honestly a really fucking sad book. I cried, and there was, like, a lot of truth to it, because it really is, it was just like, he was at a point of despair, such a point of despair, and it was like, he could decide to, like, fucking end it all. There's a lot to be said for this book. I feel like I'm not even gonna do it justice, but it was a beautiful book that I recommend you guys read, because I also don't want to say too much because of spoilers or anything like that, but it is it definitely makes you think, and it kind of puts you into a moral dilemma in your own head. Like, what would I do if I had the opportunity to end the world or to not end the world? Like, that's a big fucking responsibility for this high school boy to have. Also, he had, like, a boyfriend who had killed himself recently. So again, lots of fucking reasons for this guy to just want to give up. Lots of fucking reasons. And it was kind of a depressing read, but I'm glad that I read it. The next 3 books that I've read, I'm gonna go get them because I have them, but I'm not really gonna talk about them because I have already. So also in the month of December, I read some pretty fucking crazy books, some pretty wild stories, and I already have a vlog about it. So I don't need to talk about it in this wrap-up, thank God. All's Well by Mona Awad, which I gave 4 stars, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. And then I also read A Touch of Jen for that same vlog. It's another one of those surreal type books that I decided to pick up. I guess, I don't know. I had a lot of high expectations for this, but I ended up giving it a 3 star. It was just not my cup of tea. And you can see my more in-depth things in that video as well. And then also for that vlog, I read Claire in the Sun, and I gave that a 4 star. Yeah, it was a really good book, and I really liked it, and you can, again, see my thoughts in that video. Cool. And so the next 5 books that I read in December is this series that my boyfriend has and got me into, I suppose you could say. The first 5 of this series, this manga series, we have, like, number 6 and 7 still. Haven't read those because I'm loving where these are going. I have not rated them because it's really hard. I mean, can you imagine? Like, I don't know. It's just, like, hard for me to rate books, like, when they're in a series like this, because I'm like, okay, there's so much more to come. I don't know what this is going to be, like, what number 1 is going to be in comparison to number 2, and what number 2 is going to be in comparison to number 3, and etc. And then as well as, like, I mean, I didn't get a full story in this first book because the full story is the whole entire fucking series, you know? So if I were to rate this series so far, I guess I'd give it a 4.5. I'm really liking it. I love it so much. It's funny and I like the characters are good. I love the fucking art style. I love the storyline. Basically, it's, oh my god, can I even remember? This is actually kind of embarrassing because I feel like I'm going to be very incoherent in trying to explain what this book is about. So bear with me. Basically, there's Cayman, who is a guy. He's the main character, and he is a caiman, reptile. Like, he turned into a caiman. He doesn't know how or why or what's going on with him. He just woke up like that one day. And so we dive right in, kind of confused. And then there's like these sorcerers that are going about town. It's a whole, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to be coherent because I know what it's about, but I feel like there's so many like holes that I have to like go through before I can explain it entirely to somebody, if that makes sense. It's really funny, it's really good, and if you want to get into manga, because this is like one of the first series that I've read. This is like pretty in-depth for me. I mean, I read Death Note in like high school, but if you want to get into like manga, I honestly highly recommend this because it's some quality shit. I'm sorry, that was probably incoherent. I kind of didn't want to do this video. Can you tell? I have been procrastinating it so much, and it's not to say that I don't like talking about books because I do. It's just all the interesting books that, or like all the books that I'm super, super excited about, I already talked about because I did vlogs for them. So all of these books are kind of books that I just read to read, and I was like, do I even remember reading that? Like, I have 2 Blake Crouch books. I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to describe them very well. This is why I was like procrastinating it, because really, okay, so basically what's happening is I wanted to do this thing where I read 31 books in 31 days, but it just didn't happen. I actually have a lot of clips from it. Maybe I should just insert clips of me talking about these books because I had thoughts about them, and then when I had thoughts, I kind of just videotaped my thoughts, and I didn't really like stir in them at all in my head. I just said them out loud and then forgot about it because I didn't need to think about it again. But now I didn't end up doing that video. I do still have those clips, so maybe I'll have those help me out if I feel like looking through them. Anyways, so gotta be honest, a lot of these are gonna be kind of trashy, and I'm so sorry. My wrap-ups are not usually like this. I'm usually pretty coherent, but here we are. Am I? Maybe not, but okay. Another book that I read in December is Obit by Victoria Chang. This is actually a poetry book, and it's a bunch of poems that are like obituaries. They're like in the form of an obituary, and it's they are beautiful and lovely and heartfelt and beautiful. Like, I don't know how much I can even, like, I gave it 5 star, by the way. I want to reread this book. I actually want a copy of this book because I want to reread it often. It talks about, like, you know, parental misconduct and abuse, and it talks about race. I highly recommend this, honestly. Even if you're not into poetry or anything like that, it's beautifully written and it's top quality, and I cannot wait to fucking read this again one day. Reclusion by Blake Crouch. Can I say I don't remember reading this? I'm going to hope. I read Reclusion by Blake Crouch and I gave it a 3 stars, and I'm going to hope to God that I have a fucking thing. Because, can I say I don't remember this? Did I have amnesia? I don't know, but I do not fucking remember. So many things happened in December, like, so many things. And 22 books is, like, a lot. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. This is the worst wrap-up you're ever gonna see. Don't listen to me at all. Actually, watch this video, but just mute it the entire time, because you're not gonna get anything out of it. Okay, the next book. I really am skipping it because I really don't remember. My Sister the Serial Killer. So basically, this is a book about a person who has a sister who's a serial killer, and she's killed like 3 of her fucking boyfriends or husbands. I don't know, but 3 people that she's like been with. Like, it's just like a reoccurring thing. But then the main character, she is always defending her sister. She's always protecting her sister. She's always getting her sister out of danger's way, and her sister gets everything that she fucking wants. She gets the man that the main character likes, and she gets, you know, all the attention, and she according to their mother, she can do no wrong, things like that. And then it's always like the main character, I don't remember their names, it's always like the main character, she's like always getting berated, and quite the opposite treatment of her sister, even though she's always fucking protecting her sister, and all the shit that she gets herself into is it's all because of her fucking sister. Frustrating. It was frustrating a little bit, but it was really good. I mean, I gave it a 3-star, but it was a really good book and a really quick read, and I recommend that. Another book that I read, I gave this a 3-star. Problems by, oh my god, I keep exiting out of this shit. Problems by Jade, I don't know her last name, by Jade Sharma. This is a book about a woman who is a mess, basically. And she's a heroin addict, and she, you know, kind of causes chaos wherever she goes. And this book is kind of showing her, I think it's like the end part. I consider this like the end part of her messy life. She was with somebody, like she had a husband who she was like always like talking about how she doesn't deserve him, and she would like kind of treat him like trash. And like eventually, in this story, he broke up with her, and that, or like they had a divorce or whatever, and like other things like that keep happening. So I like, she had a life all the way up to this point, and then this is kind of like the breaking point of everything. All the decisions that she has made in her past are kind of catching up with her, and everybody like leaves her. She also was having an affair while she was with this guy, and this guy who she was having an affair with left her too. Like, that's what I'm saying, like everything is descending into absolute chaos, like even more so than before. Like before, she kind of had it coming together, kind of there, but then everybody was like, you are too chaotic, you're too much of a mess, you're too much to handle, and they were all like kind of leaving her. And it's sad, but a very interesting character study. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I gave this a 4-star. This is so hard to fucking explain. If you know what Dark Matter is about, you know exactly what I mean. This is kind of hard to explain, but especially for my brain, like it's just gonna be hard. But anyways, basically, this guy has a beautiful, amazing life, and then his name is Jason, and one day he something happens. What happens? Something happens. He doesn't come home, and he finds out that he has been living in a simulation type thing where another version of himself has created this entire machine, like this entire thing that fucks with the space-time continuum. And basically there's multiple Jason Destins walking around, and this Jason Destin who had an amazing life, all of a sudden that's taken away from him, and he is living a different life and in a different like situation. And the Jason Destin that created this machine or this thing takes the old Jason Destin's life and has the amazing, beautiful life with the wife that he always wanted, like the girl he always wanted, and then they have a son together and all of this stuff. So the original Jason, or who is the original Jason, you might ask, is like trying to get back to the old life, to get back to that time. It was trippy, it was weird, it was crazy, it made you think. And I really like it, and again, I gave it 4 stars, and I recommend it to all. Kind of fucks with me heavy. The next 3 books that I read, I'm practically done with this wrap up, let me just say, because the next 3 books that I read are, one of them's right here. Oh my god, do I look like I'm about to fall? Because I was. Alice Feeney's Rock, Paper, Scissors. That's a book that I read and have a vlog on, but it's not out yet. LOL. This vlog isn't out yet. Because my Apple thing, I use iMovie to fucking edit. I use my phone. Isn't that fun? But I use iMovie, and for some reason, that video, it keeps saying that like not all my videos are downloaded on the iCloud, even though I'm pretty sure they are. I don't know, some weird shit I'd have to go in and like fucking fix, and I just haven't done because I've been having one heck of a fucking month. Hopefully that video comes out soon, but it's gonna be so late. Like I'm probably gonna be talking about things that don't even matter because I filmed this shit in December. So anyways, Rock Paper Scissors is a book that is in that vlog. I gave it 4 stars, and you will see my more in-depth reaction when that comes out, so stay tuned. I also read The Love Hypothesis, which I gave a 4 star, and I read My Heart is a Chainsaw, which I didn't rate at all because I had my reasons, I guess. And again, you will see all of that in that vlog whenever it decides to go up. And then the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books that I read in December are rereads. They were all rereads because it was the last 2 weeks of December, and I did a vlog that is also not out, but it will be hopefully like tomorrow, honestly. Next day, honestly, I'm gonna be posting a bit of content. Like this one, like this video, and then my reread video, and then that vlog I want to put out, and then of course I have some other things that I'm filming. So I have a few things coming out soon, whatever. But in that reread vlog where I reread my favorite 2021 books, I read Magma, Act Your Age, Eve Brown, Milk Fed, Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead, My Baby First Birthday, The Poet X, Gotcha, and Eileen. And I think I've talked about all of these on here before, besides My Baby First Birthday and Eileen, like on my channel. I've definitely talked about the rest of them. But I, again, have that vlog coming out, so no need to worry. You will see my full in-depth thoughts about all 8 of those books because I know you guys were so worried about that. And that's a wrap. That's all my books that I read in December, and I'm so sorry that this was incoherent and messy and weird and lazy even. I just really need to get this video out, otherwise I wouldn't feel good. It wouldn't be fun. And it's already the 7th. I'm going to edit tonight and put it out tomorrow, the 8th of January. That's enough fucking time. I can't believe I've been sitting here only 25 minutes. It's fucking dark now. It's dark. See you on the flip side. I don't know.